some pain in my mind, colors dance, spill outside the line.
Last week I had did this fun little project. I had seen this, oh gosh, a couple years ago. And I always thought they would be fun to make because I do bazaars with a cousin of mine. I did not do a video of this, and a lady had inquired on how to do this. The blog was Max and Me, and you can find the link to all that over on the Gone Artsy blog for the fun ornament project that I did. And that is the title of the blog post, Fun Ornament, or Ornament Fun. And that will take you, that will give you the link back to where this inspiration come from. So, we are going to, I'm going to show y'all how I did mine. And I used this paper pack from Gone Artsy that you can find in the shop. The Madame Payraud. No, I'm not saying that right, so I'm chopping that up. I know I am. But, yes, this paper pack is in the shop. Okay. And on this particular one, I used, it took 6 sheets to do this. Of the 6x6, okay, and I cut them in 2cm squares. Now I have a silhouette cameo, and I set myself up a grid to cut them that way. Now you can simply use your favorite cutter, rotary cutter, whatever you have. I mean, you could even do scissors, and you know, make them fun little shapes. Oh gosh, hang on just a second, y'all. If you have one of these, you could sit and, you know, cut them out any way you want. I've also got another rotary cutter that has blades that you can add different designs to, and I absolutely love that cutter, but unfortunately I cannot get to it at the moment. So, it's just whatever your little heart desires. And you can even use scissors, you know, the different decorative scissors. So, you know, you're not just limited to, but I'm going to show you how I did mine. Now, these 3 sheets, now we're not going to sit here and do a whole ball. I'm just going to show you how to do this because this does take a little while to do on a ball this size. Now, this is a 3-inch styrofoam ball that you can also get in the shop. Okay. And she also has a half sphere, and she has an egg shape as well. So if you did the eggs, this would be a cute little project to do. And if you did the little egg trees during the Easter season, that would be great. The possibilities on these are absolutely endless. And again, I believe this is the 3-inch. So here's what I have done. Now on this ball, I'm going to use these particular 3 sheets from the paper pack because I wanted to pull in more color. Now you can, these are single-sided, so you can use double-sided. You can even, you know, spritz them on one side and let them dry. Okay. I mean, the possibilities to this are endless. And I also want to mention that Deb now carries spritz, different colored spritz in the shop. So I'm sure she'll share that link with you. So that's another idea that you can do with these. Okay. Now, again, like I said, I just used my silhouette cameo, and I made myself up a grid, 2 centimeters by 2 centimeters. And here's all these fun little pieces. Now, you can do 3 centimeters. You could do, you know, it's just whatever you want. But now, the inspiration where I got this from, she did hers 2 centimeter by 2 centimeter, and that is what I did. Especially using the bigger sphere. Okay, because I didn't want it monstrous. Now, you could do the 3 centimeter sphere, do them 4x4. I'm sorry, the 3-inch. Do them 4x4 centimeters. You know, if you wanted this somewhere just to hang in the house. It doesn't necessarily have to be an ornament. So, okay. Now, I keep a ton of these around. This comes with a hole already in the top, which I absolutely love that. Okay, because, you know, you got your center point. And let me get one that's, so I want to pierce this so it'll stay there for a little bit while I work. Okay, and now I did this so I would not lose my center point, okay? And plus it just made it a little handy for, you know, laying it down and picking it up. Okay, now we're going to set that aside. And let me move these out of the way so we can get to our, now this is what this is going to look like once we're done, okay? Nice little wadded up piece of paper. Now what I used, which is also in the shop, is this handy dandy little tool. And now I love this little tool. Y'all have seen me work with it before. Okay. You push this, out comes 2 little prongs. All right, and these are great for picking up your halfbacks, your rhinestones, your pearls, beads of any kind. Oh, I don't want to show you all that nasty little mess I got going on there because I got all kinds of little junk in it. Oh, they're going everywhere. Let's do this so that way they don't go everywhere. And I think I lost one. We'll find it in a minute. Okay. Great little thing. Just picks it right up. Boom. Okay. I love this. I think every crafter should have one. And yes, I do have some glue on the end, which comes off quite easily. Bam. Okay. Love it. And it does different sizes. I don't have any flat backs out. Here's a larger pearl. Okay. I had baby shower invitations to make, and I put flat backs because I did it in a onesie, and this thing was an absolute lifesaver because I had 40 some invitations times 3 because each little onesie had 3 flat backs. This saved my life. So, but this tool's not just for that. I use this to shape my little papers, okay? So, all I did was I placed this right in the middle. Now, you could do whatever side you wanted. I opted to do this side, the printed side. And I just pushed that right in the center like so. And then just pushed all those. And you know what? I should have made up a few of these and I didn't do it. So, and that's it. Just like that. That was all I did. And then I got myself a nice little flat surface on the bottom. Okay. Now just let me do up a couple of these. And again, I used, now if you don't want these quite so open, hang on y'all. You could use, you know, a smaller skewer. I wanted to get some color in here. So, and then I'm just going to randomly put all these on the styrofoam ball. I also just brought the corners down. This is probably the most time consuming part to these. Now the fun part about this is you can get the kiddos involved. Like I said, she has the styrofoam eggs. So you can, you know, get the kids to do these at Easter time. These would be a great little project for them to do during the Christmas holidays, for teachers or neighbors. I even was kind of wondering, like, if you took and just printed out photographs of loved ones and family members and try doing it that way. I don't know what it would look like, but I just thought that would be a cool idea to try. Okay, so we have a few of these. Like I said, I'm not going to sit and do this whole ball because we would probably be here till tomorrow evening. And I'm pretty sure y'all would like to go to bed at some point. Okay. Let me get my glue gun to sit up here. Now, I just took my ball, like so. And I was picking these up and gluing them on the bottom, but I found that I just hit that with glue. And then I took my little flat bottom and I pushed it on there. Now, this right here was great just to help push that down and hold it on there for just a second. Now, I found that I would get to where I would start pushing them and cramming them together, but really all you have to do is just place them to where they're just touching, okay? Because I was wanting to push them together at the bottoms to where all the bottoms touched, and you can cause it to overcrowd a little bit. All right. And again, I just have this so I've got my center point, so I'll know where to put my ribbon or seam binding or jute, whatever you want to. That one went blind. Again, I'm just putting that right in the center just to help push this down. This little tool is amazing. I just absolutely love it. Okay, Deb, am I still connected with you all? Okay. Next, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start like doing a bricklayer effect for my next piece. Just sort of go in between. All right. Now let me just do up a couple more because I wanted y'all to get a little bit of an effect of this. All right. Let's get that out of the way. Now again, I'm just going to place this right in the center. Like that. Just give it a little mush. When I first did these, I was just taking them, whoops, I was taking them, my corners, and bringing them down like that, and then I was coming back and mashing the other corners down, and then I just work it around. But I found that this made it just a tiny bit easier to get it started anyhow. But that's the option that worked fairly okay for me. Okay. Now, we're going to go back. Now, you may get to where as you're doing this, you get down a little farther on one side. That's okay. Now, you may have to, I just kind of worked them in to where, kind of like a puzzle piece, wherever they kind of worked in and fit in. And you may have to rotate them around a little bit to where you get them to just sort of match up okay. And I just take this and give it a little mash. I think I had a piece here that was, yeah. And like I said, I just fit it in. Hold that down. Now, if you get one side that's down a little farther, you don't quite get the flat side down like you need to, it's no big deal because on some of mine, I had glued it down to where it was like that, and one side was down. I just came back in with another piece, went right on top of it, worked just fine. That's the nice thing about this little project. If you've got boo-boos, they're not going to show anyways. So anyhow, I just kept going and kept going and kept going all the way around. And ta-da! Now the next thing I did was I took my favorite. And if anybody knows me, knows that, well, vintage photo is it for me. And I'm happy to say that Deb now carries the minis in the Tim Holtz Distressing Inks. So, be sure to check that out. And she does have my favorite. Now, all I did was took this, plied it, and then I just went around like this, okay, all the way around the bottom. Which I could probably use a little bit more. Okay. And then I come back and I went the opposite direction, doing the same thing. So that way both sides got hit with the distressing ink. So that's how I did that. Okay. Now, the next thing I did was I used some of the awesome seam binding that Deb has in the shop. Okay. And I believe this is called Red Wine, this color. And she has a ton of variety of colors. And then I just applied one of the brads from one of the brad collection that she carries. And I had them laying there. I'll find them in a minute, y'all. I do that all the time. That is nothing unusual for me. Nothing unusual at all. It could be laying right in front of my face. And it was. See, I told you. Anyhow, these are the brads that I used. And I used the one that has little roses on it. And then I love this little collection here because they have little bitty roses. And then they have nice little just plain dots. And then these are all really vintage. And like this one says love. And then this is just a print image of writing. A butterfly. But Deb has various brad collections. Okay. She says I'm still here. All right. I just don't want to be talking and then everybody miss something. Okay. Because I don't know if this is going to, when I lose the connection, I want to make sure that, I don't know if it'll do the recording part that you all might be missing. So, okay. But what I was saying was, be sure to check out all of Deb's papers to create yourself one of these fun little ornaments. Okay. She has some paper packs, she has foils, and she has some beautiful single sheets of different collections. So be sure to visit the shop. And she has a new paper pack out that are, I believe, journaling cards. And oh my gosh, it is absolutely beautiful. Okay, now I'm going to set this aside now that I've showed y'all how to do that. And I'll get this finished in a few days and I'll get it posted as well. So the next thing I want to show y'all, another thing you could do, and this is inspired by something that I have hanging in my bathroom, and it is called a kissing ball. And we're going to use another one of the 3-inch styrofoam balls. I did all my daughter's florals for her wedding. And we had the flower girls carry kissing balls instead of messing with baskets and flower petals and all that. So tonight I'm going to make a little kissing ball. Now this might take us just a little bit longer. Hopefully not. Because I don't want to keep y'all up forever. We'll get started on it. That way you can get the gist of it. And then, if I see I'm going over too long, we'll just I'll finish it and then post pictures. Okay, but first I wanted to show you, because I don't know yet if I'm going to do the seam binding, but here are some of the beautiful seam binding colors, and this is how they come when you order them from Deb. They're all wrapped up nice and cutesy. And she wraps them in twine, baker's twine. So there's enough baker's twine that you could save these and use for other little projects. I save everything, right down to goofy crap, scraps. So yeah. And again, here is the seam binding that I used on this. I meant to show you all that before I moved on, and I didn't do it. So, okay, do check out her seam bindings. They are beautiful and nice and shiny. And I got to where I use these in my florals instead of satin ribbon. So, yeah. Okay, these fun foam flowers. Now, these are the white ones. Deb carries this color. She has a deep pink, a pale pink, and a cream. And I believe that I have, okay, here is, actually, it's pink, and I think they call it red. But Deb can correct me on all that. This is one of the other colors. I'm out of the pale pink, and I don't have any of the cream. Oh, wait, I'll set that one right there. But do check those out. These are foam flowers. They're like the Real Touch. They're really cool if you've not messed or played with these. And you can spray these. So if none of these colors are what you're interested in, you can take the white ones and you can paint them or spritz them. I have done this before, and you know, they hold up really well. The dry time might be just a little bit longer than, say, if you were spraying the mulberry flowers, but they are sprayable, you know, to change your colors. Okay, so now you may have to add a few layers, you know, to get close to your desired color. All right, well, what we're going to do here is, now the first thing I want to do, and I think I really want to use this on top. This beautiful piece is in the shop. I've got some tulle mixed in with it. Okay. I adore this. Okay, and Deb has it in the white and I believe the cream. And I think I really want to put this on the top. Okay, for my handle. I just think that would be precious. Okay. Anyhow, what we're going to do is make a mini kissing ball. And we're going to just use these fun foam flowers. And I always say, save your wires. Of course, like I said, I do a lot of florals, so these little flowers come in quite handy, especially when I'm doing wrist corsages. Now, it's going to probably take quite a few of these. So we'll get started with what I have here. And then I'm going to also add in some leaves. Now, like I said, this is inspired by one that I have hanging in my bathroom, but it's really big. And it was one at my niece's baby shower. It was a prize. Yeah. Just a few leaves. I don't want to go overboard on leaves. Let's see if I have any more in that size. Another fun thing that you could do to make a kissing ball is this beautiful chiffon that Deb has in the shop. I love this stuff. I like to cut it all apart, and I have demoed it before. I'll just, because a lot of folks out there, they'll cut their material out. It's usually a satin, and then they'll burnish the edges. Well, I like to cut corners. That's just me. And this was perfect to do that with. And I just hold them together and I hit the edges with the lighter or a candle flame. Do be careful though, because this stuff burns really quick. So you don't want to hold it there too long or too close. You just want enough to where it just crinkles up your edges. So this would be really cute to make a kissing ball with as well. Excuse me. Okay, there's my center point. Okie dokies. And again, I'm just going to, let me get me a, just put this on there. Like I said, it even helps when you're, working at creating or decorating with whatever you're doing. Now, here we go. I'm just going to hit this with a little bit of glue. And Deb also carries a styrofoam glue. It is awesome. Be sure to check it out. And it adheres rather quickly. And when you're doing your kissing balls, you want your flowers. I can't get this thing to stand up. Let me move that out of the way. Okay. You want to put your flowers on this just a little closer. There we go. Now we're going to come back and, like I said, kind of do what I call the bricklayering or the shingling. We're going to come in between. Now I'm going to go right in between those, like so. And here's what we're getting to so far. All right, now let me grab some more roses. Okay, let's go back to gluing. Now see right here I have a little bit of a gap. That's okay, because then I'll go back and have that with a leaf. Now see, like right now this comes in handy. Guess what? These small flowers. I think these little kissing balls are so pretty. All right, we probably need about, I don't know, let's see. Let's try 9. See if that'll do it. And one more. I did it right. I said 9 and I got 9. Now, how easy was that? A nice, fun, little quick project. This is something that you could do, a bunch of girls. I grew up with my cousins, and we always had slumber parties for our birthdays. And one of my cousins and I, there's just 8 days between our birthdays. Not between us, but our birthdays. And, well, every year we would do slumber parties. Well, of course, I'm a child of the late 70s, early 80s, you know. And back then, there was Solid Gold, there was Dance Fever, there was the Gong Show. So, yeah, I'm telling my age. So we would always, you know, that, and, you know, as we got a little older, we all got into makeup. So we would do little fashion shows. We'd have little gong shows. And, you know, we didn't actually sit and make things. And I come from a very talented, crafty bunch of gals. Let me tell you, they are really good people. But you know, this isn't something we sat and did. And, you know, I think this would have been a lot of fun. So, you know, if you've got little girls out there who, you know, do the slumber party thing, hey, get on some artsy craftsy stuff and let them go to town. Okay, now I don't have enough of these particular leaves. I love these leaves, but I don't have a whole lot of them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to apply just a few of these on here. Well, looks like 3 is all I got. And then I'm going to search tomorrow. I believe I have some more of these. But I don't want to hold everyone up. I don't want to hold Deb up. So I'm just going to do this to give you an idea. And thank you. I love the little kissing balls myself. Now let me try to find my little gap that I had there. Yeah, here we go. So see, just apply that right in there. Now you don't need a lot of leaves, just a few. The one that I have in my bathroom does not have very many. And the roses on it, they're kind of closed. So they are a little closer together. Where these roses are more open. And again, like I said, the leaves are great for hiding any areas that may have not got covered. And I'm just going to put that there. Okay. Well, I have that awful close to that one. And turn your leaves in different directions. Don't have them all like shooting upward or shooting downward. Turn them in all different directions. And because things that grow in nature are not, they're not perfect. You know, they're in all different directions. Okay. Now, that just kind of gives you an idea with leaves. And again, I will add more. Okay. And I may even change the leaves. You just never know with me. What I'm excited about, though, is putting this piece here on. That's what I'm excited about. So, I have knotted the ends. Okay, I took a piece of this, and I've knotted the ends of it. And I'm just going to I don't know, let me play here. We'll see what we're going to do. I think this is one of my favorite things Deb sells in the shop. Okay, I'm just going to kind of like glue these together where I've made the knots. Okay, because I have a picture in my head, but I don't know if it's going to work. I have always got a picture in my head, and it never seems to work. Okay, so now I'm going to pull out my wooden skewer. Again, that's just to help manage when I'm working on it, and so I don't lose my centerpiece on where I want all this to go. I'm going to load that up with some hot glue. I did get, like I said, it's got that hole there, and wait a minute, y'all. There we go. I really needed that. Not quite so close. Now, I'm just going to nest that down in there. And we'll wait just a second here. Didn't wait long enough. So let me work that down in there. And there we go. I'm gonna lay that just like that. Because see, I wanted these to stick out. I think it just gives a little more character. And there we go. Just a simple little project. Again, I'm going to add more leaves. And up here, we could, you know, I'm really liking this. This is really cute. And if you have some type of an oil, a rose fragranced oil, or even some cologne, give it a nice little spray when you're gift giving, but make sure they don't have any allergies or, you know, have problems with fragrances. Okay, now when you get your beautiful blings from the shop, they come in these fun little organza bags. And let's see what goodies we have in here that we might want to add. Let's see. Of course, now these are fan favorites. They're Rhonda's favorites. These fun little pieces of embellishments. And, you know, you could add one there, but I think I want something a little bit bigger. Another one of my faves. Oh, another one of my faves. Oh, let's just face it, they're all my faves. Now let's go over here, and I'll see what I have here. And while I'm at it, I'll show you some of the new pieces. As soon as I can get it open. I just gathered these up and put them in here. Alrighty. Another one of my faves. Okay. Now these fun little pieces are new, and they're fairly new. See, they're oval. Ta-da! Love them. I think they would make beautiful earrings. Here's another. And these are all fairly new pieces from the shop. Oh, look, y'all, another favorite. All right, so let's just see. And Deb now has some resin pieces. This is just one of a few. Okay, now let's see what I might like. And then I may just not put anything. You just never know with me. Nope. Let's see here. If I hold this up. Nope. Oh, I like that. Whoops. That's a maybe. Right there. This is a nice, beautiful piece. It's very dainty. So I may go with that one. But I'm going to still play on that idea. No. No. And then you could also put like this pretty little piece here, this beautiful little crown. I have another one. No, I don't. I think this comes... Deb also has one that's bigger and it's pink. Pink rhinestone. Something else to be cute is to hang little charms off of this. Okay. That's another thought. Oh. I had another idea that I wanted to do. Another piece that I wanted to add. This is almost similar to the beading that is on this. So I thought it might be awesome maybe to add a little extra. But this, which is in the shop, the pearls on it are a little bit bigger than what is on here, as you can see. But, you know, you could still add that if you wanted more, like if you want it hanging down. There's just so many different options that you could do. And then if you, let's see. I could take, you know, one of these beautiful pieces and add on here as well. Or one of the fun little rose brads. So there's just so many different options. But in the meantime, I'm going to figure out which one I want to add on here because, well, I like them all. And I just don't know. So there we go. But there's another fun little ornament that you could do using the fun little 3-inch styrofoam balls. And I think, again, these would be really cute to do up using the Easter egg, the styrofoam eggs that she has in the shop. These would be really great to do at Easter time. You can hang these on your door. I'm a stickler for hanging little things on the door. Doorknobs, I don't know why. You could put these on Christmas packages or any package. These would make great little party favors. Great for at weddings, you know, place on the centerpieces or something. So there you go. And the price of the styrofoam balls is a really awesome price because styrofoam can be costly. So anyhow, yeah, these are fun little ornaments to make. And so to the young lady who was asking how we did these, I hope that helped on these fun little pieces as well. So be sure to check the shop. There's a lot of new product in there. And again, I thank you all for the patience as we try to get this new form worked out. But I think this evening it is my internet connection that's giving us problems, which it has been giving me problems for quite a while. I was without it the other day for, well, all day and half the night. So, all right then. Again, be sure to check out the shop. A lot of new products. And check out more awesome projects from our design team. And thanks to everyone who stopped by. All right, everyone. Take care and have a great night. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Never the black and white. Rock the neons until the day I die. I'm on a constant search to make my heart swell. Bite off too much, shoot like hell. Have my nights spent in a hotel. The price I pay to escape the conveyor belt. One, you get one heartbeat song. Take it seriously. This is your masterpiece. Don't forget to dream and taste the colors in the air you breathe. It's your masterpiece. Go ahead and feel it all. Don't stop till it is beautiful.